Hi, welcome to Ikate's Crossing. Okay, so I'm just pulling out the Native American Tarot to start with, and I'm shuffling, and a card flipped over. So that's our main card here. Let's have a look and see what else we're going to do here. We've got the heart of the card, heart of it. Let's pull this back up here. Okay, so what's going on here? Why are we not there? There we go. So you can sort of see the cards a bit more. Just trying to work this out so I've got a good spacing, because I want to do. So I'm doing the Kachina knife sort of spread, but you can sort of change what the positions mean in your own mind. So what we're going to do is look at the heart of the situation. This was the card that flipped out first. So what we've got here is Six of Vessels, contentment. Now, Six of Vessels can be about that sense of happiness, memories. You're creating memories. You're trying to create a sense of harmony in regards to your emotions. You got the sense of, just get the shadow aspect too, but you got the sun shining on the situation, which is what's bringing the sense of exposure, a sense of feeling like the memories of the past, and they're coming into fruition here. They're coming into the sense of maybe you're remembering stuff. You've got the sense of being nostalgic in what's going on. Okay, so in the past of the situation, okay, we've got Four of Pipes. Now, Four of Pipes would normally be a sense of celebration, but we're reversed. It does say honor here. So I just feel like there's dishonor. In the past, there was a disrespect in what was going on. So there was no celebration, there was no coming together, no contract or agreement. Feels like there was a lot of disrespect coming into play. So at the moment we're trying to find a sense of happiness, trying to find that contentment, but in the past there was a disrespect to the and maybe you're still feeling a little bit disrespected. You want the happiness, you want the contentment, but you're still feeling a little bit of this disrespect going on. Okay, so what's going on here? Okay, changes. Things need to be final. Some things need to end with the backstabbing and the disrespect. It feels like there's things that need to end. Things need to be, because at the moment you're feeling like you're ruined. You've got this feeling like you have been, I just want to get like stabbed in the back, this feeling of being totally, I think, this disrespect, and it's you're in this, you want happiness, but you've got this chaos happening around you. So things do need to change, things need to end, things need to be things need to transform, they need to end, they need to be final, so that you can move on to better things. So how do we do that? Okay, we start with the we want victory and success in our life. So that's our focus with the Six of Pipes, is to have that sense of, okay, after all the challenges, we're going to have victory and success. So how do we do that? How do we get the victory and the success that we actually want? Okay, Matriarch of Pipes, it tells us that we don't have the confidence we need, or the sense of awareness. So we need to turn that around, is what I'm getting here, is that we need to be confident in our journey. We need to have the creative energy, the nurturing of our vitality, our spiritual energy. We need that nurturing on some level. Super important. So the last card we need to look at is Medicine Woman. Okay, and we do have it reversed, so maybe at the moment we're feeling like we can't heal. We don't have that sense of self-love. We're so busy taking care of others that we're not really taking care of ourselves. And so we're reminded to heal. We need a lot of healing. So there's a lot of work to do, a lot of shadow work to find our happiness and our contentment. I feel like there's a lot of shadow work that needs to be worked through, a lot of healing, a lot of stuff that needs to be made final, a lot of boundaries created. We need to find our honor. Okay, we need to honor who we are. I think that's really important. We need to have this commitment to ourselves, build foundations, have that sense of being able to share who we are within ourselves. So that's a kind of a really important sort of reading there. I think there's a lot going on. We've got a lot of passion, a lot of creativity, but it feels like we've got pipes, we've got vessel. Okay, so what's missing? Okay, I'll tell you what's missing. We're not grounded. Okay, we haven't got the discs, the coins, the pentacles sort of energy. We don't have that earth energy. Okay, we're not grounded. Okay, we're not grounded. There's a lot of pipes, there's a lot of creative energy going on, but we're not grounded, we're not clear-minded. Okay. Interesting. So I've got Sacred Path card here, and the card that turned over was Standing People with Roots and Giving. Okay, so it feels like we need to really take a moment to get grounded, to be able to give of ourselves. We do need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves as well. Super important. So there's a lot of healing needing to take place. So let's have a look and see what this card means in a deeper level. I feel like there's some real I just want to read a little something here. I'm not going to read the whole page, the whole book or anything like that. Let's just read number 5. Standing People. Now what I want to read here is Aho, sacred tree of life, the root of every tree. Thank you for giving the gifts you give to me. Aho, Standing People. From you I will learn to keep my roots well planted, yet reach for grandfather's son. Aho, willow, tree of love. Teach me to bend till I come full circle, each relation as my friend. Okay, so I'm not going to read all the teaching information. What I'm going to read is just a little bit of the application. The Standing People card speaks to us of roots and giving. We must nurture ourselves through connection to the earth in order to give freely without exhaustion. The root of the self is where strength is gathered. This root should be firmly earthed in the soil of our mother planet. Without this connection, dreams cannot manifest, and our giving cannot be compensated by the earth mother. If you are spaced out, stop and reconnect. Be still and become the trees in order to observe what is growing in your forest. The root of every answer for physical life is found in the earth. Look to your family tree for the strength offered by your ancestors. Lift your branches high, seeking the light of grandfather's sun, and you will see how your roots make you of the earth and yet a bridge to the sky world. The Standing People are asking you to give of yourself. Ask yourself if you are willing to give and receive. Count the root of every blessing with gratitude. Find any blockage that limits your root system or ability to go deeper. Then remove that feeling and go deeper once again for the answers you seek. Remember that we are also the root of the future, and through our lives, future generations are nurtured. Weed out anything that will inhibit future growth. and you can stand proud among your tree relations. Okay, so that's it for me for today. Don't forget to check the links down below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed be.